Hi everyone, thank you very much. I hope you're having a lovely evening. As Ian said, I'm Abi Shepherd and I work in the digital team at Mazda, managing all of their paid online media. For those of you who don't know, I'll just go through a little bit of background about Mazda. So we were established in Hiroshima in Japan in 1920, and we are the world's largest remaining independent car manufacturer, so we don't actually belong to a group, much like many others. And this allows us to be really reactive and adaptive in the ever-changing automotive industry. We're forecast to sell 1.5 million cars this year globally, and in the UK we have a 2% market share. And actually this year we won Manufacturer of the Year 2017 at the AM Awards, which is a fantastic achievement for us and something we'll continue to build on in future years. I don't know how much you know about Mazda, but we consider ourselves to have a very challenger brand mentality. This comes through in things like our heritage, our motorsport and our rotary engines. And we've had a heavy investment this year into our new showrooms, our new visual identity, and this brings us into a new premium brand proposition for our customers. What we've also been working on heavily this year is the efficiencies that we've been drawing with our dealer network, and that's what I'm going to discuss with you today. So, the importance of managing our franchise dealer network is extremely high. So, as you can imagine, we have a franchise business model, so all of our dealers, in effect, are bidding against each other, but they're also bidding against other manufacturers, aggregates, press sites. The list of competitors online is endless. And actually, if you take into account just the franchise network that we work within, everybody's competing against each other, which obviously drives the auction up, so CPCs go up, which causes huge inefficiencies. But it also means that it dilutes our brand message. So if you imagine we've got 137 different dealers with 137 different PPC accounts, all diluting the ad copy with different messages, it makes it really hard for us to get our Mazda brand message out. This then provides a really poor and confusing online customer journey. And actually, a new car purchase should be really exciting, and actually at the minute it's really overwhelming. So what we did last year is we launched a centrally managed dealer PPC program in July 2016. So this allowed us to align our PPC with Adthena to get better visibility of the Google SERP, but it also allowed us to align the 137 individual dealer PPC accounts to our national account to have a more holistic and transparent view of our online marketing. So how did we work with Adthena to do this? So basically what we did was we, in unison of launching the program, we launched Adthena at the same time, and this allowed us to have better visibility of the keywords we wanted to monitor. So we have, I think it's now 170,000 keywords inputted into Adthena, and we put them into search term groups, so that allows us to monitor any competitors that have conflicting bids on those terms. We also manage 137 dealer website domains to send that PPC traffic to, and we put those into competitor groups so that we could exclude that from our activity, so that we can definitively say that what we're looking at is purely the competition. So what's the sort of analysis that we pull from Adthena? So this is on a national level. So this is just an example of the analysis that we can pull on a national level. And as you can see, actually, Mazda's share of clicks is above 5%. And when you think previously I spoke about our market share being at 2%, this shows we're really punching above our weight in digital. As a smaller brand, we have to have more brand awareness, we have to have more visibility, and so us being able to have a greater share of voice compared to our share of spend is really good for us. And so straight away with Adthena, we can monitor that straight away. You always see, unfortunately, CarWow at the top of that for us, and I'm sure every other automotive manufacturer has the same issues, but it's just great for us to be able to monitor that. But where the tool is most powerful for us is when we're looking at the dealer accounts. So as you can see here, this is just an example of something I've pulled as a Mazda term. So dealers are bidding on the term, other manufacturers are bidding on the term, Auto Express and review sites are bidding on the term, so it's really competitive. But what we can pull is really granular detail on the ad copy they're using, how long it's been live for, the share of clicks versus share of spend, the estimated CPCs, the estimated impressions. So the wealth of information that we can pull from Adthena that allows us to get actionable insights. The other thing that we pull from Adthena is on a more national level is looking at the competitor ad copy. So whilst obviously we can't change anything in competitors' PPC campaigns, we have no control over it, we use it to adjust our bid strategy. So, for example, if we have a high priority keyword, we'll ensure we're always in first position. Or alternatively, if it's a low priority keyword, we'll ensure that we put budget caps in place so that we aren't paying above the odds for a term that's being aggressively bid on by other competitors. Where this tool is most powerful, though, is when we're looking at the dealers. So the first thing we use these insights to do with the dealers is understand their dealer account structure. And this allows us to educate the dealers on making their own account more efficient. So actually, we went out to the dealers last year and we found that majority of our dealers just had pretty much broad match terms in all of their PPC accounts. So they were pulling Mazda terms maybe 400 miles from their dealership, which obviously was a really efficient use of spend. They might get a click, but they wouldn't get a conversion. And so that was really ineffective for them. The other thing that we now do is we optimize our accounts and our keywords to conversion level. So we can definitively say that one keyword has a higher propensity to convert to a hard lead than another keyword. So obviously now our keyword targeting is so strategic on conversion level that we have a lot less wastage on our spend. The other thing that we do is we review all ad copy. So I'm sure most of you A/B test all of your ad copy to test and learn to improve click-through rates, but we can actually do that with our competitors. So we can review, and I pull stats and reports on all the ad copy that they have, and if that's changed in the last few weeks, if their CTR has gone up at all, and we use that to then optimize and continually learn, and then we can actually make optimizations based on other people's test and learn, not just our own. That allows us to be obviously really reactive and fluid. The other thing that's really great is since we've been able to go out and educate the network on making their accounts more efficient, at the start of the programme, I think it was probably 6 weeks in, we did a piece of analysis and 42% of the network were still bidding on our keywords that we'd asked them to refrain from. 8 months in, 1% of the network are now bidding on our keywords, which means not only do they believe in the programme and they're engaged with it, but actually the auction is a lot less competitive, which has increased efficiencies. So I've spoken a lot about the actionable insights, but what does this mean in terms of the efficiencies that we've gained? So a nice results slide at the end here, but as you can see, we launched in July 2016, and month on month, year on year, our CPCs have decreased dramatically. We've seen an overall cost efficiency in our PPC account of 31.3%, and so that's March to date, but if you take January, February, March, the quarter that we're in, we've actually seen a cost efficiency of 38%. So obviously that's not money we've saved, it's just money we've spent better and more efficiently. So we've got a third more clicks, a third more conversions into our dealers for the same amount as last year. That was everything I came to talk to you about today, sort of a whirlwind, but I think what is proven is working closely with Adthena, with our whole dealer network on such a large scale, has really drawn efficiencies in our PPC account. Thank you.